Everything was going smooth till September 2017. I was diagnosed with a rectum cancer. The first thing I did, like cried. मैं बहुत रोया उस दिन. I thought it could not be me. Reason being, my healthy lifestyle and working in a sports company where you practice sports every day. उस दिन मैंने decide किया, I have to fight and I have to win this cancer battle. But I was kept on ventilator to survive. I'm sure most of you would have seen मुन्ना भाई MBBS. Remember a dialogue from Sanjay Dutt, जब लाइफ में टाइम कम हो तो डबल जीने का. I have really felt that. I am Amit Jha, working in Decathlon Sport India as a country sports leader. And here is my story. I was born in a very small place called Tilaiya Dam in Jharkhand state and in a very small family. I still remember when I was born, my family father income was just 300 rupees. And when I graduated and did my MBA, completed my MBA degree, it was 5,000 rupees. So the only lifestyle I saw was सुबह उठो, काम पे जाओ और फिर रात में फिर से सो जाओ. And you remember when you come from a small place, so every dream, the only dream which you have is a सरकारी नौकरी. And that's what I was looking for. मेरी लाइफ का बस एक ही मकसद था, मैं जाऊँगा रांची, वहाँ ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करूँगा, वहाँ पे एक अच्छी सी सरकारी नौकरी की तैयारी करूँगा, उसके बाद 20-30 हज़ार की सरकारी नौकरी होगी हमारे पास और उसके बाद लाइफ सेट. बट डेस्टिनी हैड अ डिफरेंट प्लान फॉर मी. वंस आई मूव टू रांची, आई रियलाइज्ड दैट सरकारी नौकरी इज़ नॉट समथिंग आई रियली वांटेड टू डू फ्रॉम माई स्टार्टिंग. I met lot of friends, I met lot of people around Ranchi, and I got to know about lot of things. I got to know about CAT examination, where if you prepare for CAT and you crack it, you get into a MBA college, and उसके बाद तुम्हारी life set. I started preparing for CAT and took an admission in Pondicherry Central University. Those 2 years in Pondicherry was one of the best time for me, but still one thing was missing. And it was traveling. So I started my job in Decathlon in Hyderabad, and I got a chance to travel to different places for different projects. You won't believe it, in just 4 years I changed 8 locations for different projects. I started working in Hyderabad, then I moved to Noida, then I moved to Chandigarh, then Mohali, then Amritsar, then back to Gurgaon. So everything was going smooth till September 2017. Then suddenly I started getting pain in my stomach and the abdomen area. I thought it's just a normal constipation, and I kept on ignoring it. Then one of my friends suggested to go and see the doctor, reason being he saw me taking ages in the washroom. So I decided to go and meet the doctor. I took some painkillers, but it didn't work out. And after checking some of my cases, he suggested it could be a cancer. I thought it could not be me, reason being my healthy lifestyle and working in a sports company where you practice sports every day. So I was referred to Medanta for next few tests. So I get 100% sure that this is not a cancer and this could be a simple piles, because I have heard in my villages like if you have some pain in your ass, then it could be a reason because of piles. So I was 100% sure it can't be cancer. So after getting tested, so finally it was the day of result, and that was November 2017. And when I met doctor, he said this is a rectum cancer. I came back to my room from hospital, and the first thing I did, I moved to washroom and I cried. मैं बहुत रोया उस दिन. And that was the first and last time I cried. उस दिन मैंने decide किया कि मैं इसके बाद कभी नहीं रोऊंगा, because at the end I have to fight and I have to win this cancer battle. बट एक चीज़ बहुत ही बॉदर कर रही थी मुझे, वो ट्रीटमेंट के लिए पैसे. हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू अरेंज द मनी फॉर माई ट्रीटमेंट. सो ऑल्सो एक चीज़ और ये भी था कि मुझे अपने कंपनी में इन्फॉर्म करना था अपने मैनेजर को. सो आई आस्क्ड माई वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड ऑफिस कलीग टू इन्फॉर्म माई मैनेजर, and he called in front of me to my manager and informed him that I got diagnosed with cancer. And you won't believe it, I was really impressed with the words which he said. उसको बोलो कि तुम्हें टेंशन लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जो भी एक्सपेंस होगा कंपनी विल टेक केयर. सो नेक्स्ट डे I decided to go to hospital and meet my doctor and to know about the process. So he suggested me to take radiation and then surgery and then chemotherapy, and everything will be fine. So I was really happy. Okay, so I'm going to be fine after 1 year. So only thing was bothering me, the stomach bag, because that is going to change my life completely. So stomach bag is something which is created in your stomach to clear your waste of digestive system. So they are going to close my ass, and they are going to create a new hole in my stomach to clear my waste. But life must go on, so I decided to go ahead with the process. So I started my radiation process. It was for 28 days. So every day I used to go to work, and in the evening I used to go for my radiation session. So definitely it going to work and going for radiation session, it is little bit hectic, but for me it was really helping me, because I used to get to meet people, I used to get to meet everyone, which used to keep my mind stable. So after completing my radiation process, I moved to Bangalore for my new project as a retail supply manager for mountain sports, and that was also a kind of dream for me. And one of the reason to moving to Bangalore was because my sisters and my sister and brother-in-law used to stay there. So it will be helpful for me in future when I will go for surgery. I met the doctor in Bangalore, which was a friend from the Medanta, and they said they will plan the surgery. And you won't believe it, till that time I didn't inform it to my mom and dad. The reason being because क्या होता है जब आप कैंसर के बारे में अपने मॉम डैड को बताते हो तो वो टूट जाते हैं. तो इस डर से मैंने इसलिए नहीं बताया था, बिकॉज अगर उनको रोते हुए मैं देखता तो मैं अपने आप को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाता, एंड इट वुड हैव बीन वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू फाइट द कैंसर. So I decided to inform them on the day of surgery. So after 10 days of surgery in hospital, I was discharged and I went to home for a bed rest. And it was 2 months of complete bed rest for me, because there was 36 stitches on my stomach and almost 6 to 7 stitches at down. So after 28 session of radiation and 1 surgery and 8 chemo session, I finally got a positive report that I am okay now and I can start my normal life after this. So my normal life was supposed to start with few changes, and in meantime I got an opportunity to travel abroad for my work, and it was a big deal for me. So क्या होता है कि जब आप छोटे जगह से आते हो, झारखंड या बिहार से, तो आपकी एक सपन ड्रीम क्या होता है कि आप दिल्ली और मुंबई मूव करना चाहते हो, एक बड़ा सिटी, एक बड़े जगह पे. And I was traveling to abroad, and that was really a big deal for me. So during my travel in abroad, I started getting pain in my lower area again. So I thought it could be the reason because of the excessive travel. So finally I came back to India after 15 days of travel to abroad, and I got a very good news next day that I have been promoted as a country sport leader for backpacking sports. So I had been informed that I have to move to Delhi for my new project. So I decided to meet my doctor because of the pain also, and to get a final go to move to Delhi. So he asked me to get tested for CT scan and MRI, and I was surprised to know again I was diagnosed with the cancer, and this time it was in the urinary bladder. So first thought came into my mind, because usually when you see a relapse in cancer, it usually takes 2 to 3 years or maybe 10 years, but it was just 8 months. I was in complete shock again, but this time I was really prepared, because I was knowing that what I have to do it. But the second shocking news was from the doctor that I had to remove, they are going to remove the urinary bladder this time. I did not waste my time, and the next day I took a flight to Mumbai and met doctor in Tata Hospital. So what they said, they are not going to perform surgery because that was not in the state to do surgery right away. So what they planned to do the chemotherapy, 10 chemotherapy session, and then perform a surgery. So after 10 chemo session, they performed surgery, and that was in January 2020, when everyone was fighting from corona, I was fighting from cancer, and it was the second time. So I was in operation theatre for almost 8 hours, losing 4 liters of blood, 3 tailbones, and my urinary bladder, and still I was kept on ventilator to survive. So finally doctor said surgery was successful, and I will survive. And that was again something which I felt I have achieved after the second surgery, and I am the cancer survivor for the second time. But doctor ने बोला कि they will keep me on chemo tablets for a year just to make sure if there is something inside me, or maybe अगर कुछ cancer cells अगर अभी भी जिंदा होंगे तो it will kill slowly and slowly. But soon after that, after 2 or 3 months, I got a infection in scrotal area. I thought it could be reason because of the urinary bladder, and doctor was also not sure, but it kept on increasing. Just to make sure that this is not a cancer, I asked my doctor to do a biopsy test, and they did a biopsy test, and again it was a cancer, and this time it was a skin cancer. And when I met doctor after the reports, he said this is something which is incurable, so they will keep me on chemotherapy for lifelong. To make sure this is not a cancer, I asked my doctor to do a biopsy again, just to be sure it's just an infection, because I was 100% sure this time that it could be a reason because of the excessive chemo medicines which I was taking it from almost 6 or 7 months. So he performed biopsy and the result came, and finally I met my doctor again, and he told me like this is again a cancer, and this time this is a skin cancer which is incurable and which comes with the deadline, and if I have to survive, I have to be on the chemotherapy, otherwise it will spread fast, and we are not 100% sure also how long it's going to be, the chemotherapy, how long it's going to work on my body, because I have already been on chemotherapy for almost 2 years. But this time doctor said there is a deadline. I was really confused and started asking a lot of questions to doctor, and मैं उनसे पूछ रहा था कि अब क्या कर सकते हैं हम, और किस तरह से no I can survive and I can fight again with this cancer. And he said कि we will keep you on chemotherapy and we will see what's going to be. And मेरे मुंह से सिर्फ एक ही वर्ड निकला कि सर आप अपनी कीमोथेरेपी चलाओ, and I will make sure I am going to win. I will fight it again and again till the time I am going to be a winner. So it's been 3 years. I was diagnosed with rectum cancer and gone through all the processes. After 28 session of radiation, 2 surgery and almost 25 chemo session, my fight is still continues. And from 2-time cancer survivor, this time I am a cancer warrior, and I am sure I am going to be a cancer survivor again and again, and I am going to win it again. पहले मेरी लड़ाई जीतने के लिए थी, but अब जीने के लिए है. Before ending my talk, I would just leave you guys with few of my learnings. I am sure मैंने आप लोगों को बोर नहीं किया है. So sometimes what happens when you know about cancer, सबसे पहले माइंड में यही आती है कि I am going to die. But for me, it was a kind of rebirth. I started seeing things in a different way. I started loving small things, and it was a different life for me during these 3 years. The second and very important thing is do what you love, and for me it was a traveling, and that was a kind of therapy for me. The third important thing is inner strength. One of the basic and most important. आप किसी भी सिचुएशन में हो, आपको कभी भी अपने आप से होप नहीं खोना चाहिए. So in these 3 years, I have never lost hope that I am not going to win. I always had a hope, and I always had a positive mindset that I am going to survive and I am going to win. At last, it is really important to have a purpose in life, because goal आपकी चेंज होते रहेगी. आपकी गोल ये भी हो सकती है कि मुझे गूगल के लिए काम करना है या मुझे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के लिए काम करना है, बट पर्पस जो है वो आपको जीने की उम्मीद देती है. At the end, today I know I am leaner, lighter, and I have an expiry date, but I still believe I am going to win because I am stronger and I am a fighter.
पता है, हम जब भी भारत को आगे ले जाने की बात करते हैं, जब भी ये कहते हैं कि 2030 तक भारत एक सुपर पावर बन जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारे पास बहुत यंग पॉपुलेशन है, हम बहुत मेहनती हैं और पता नहीं क्या-क्या। पर क्या हम सच में ये सोचते हैं कि क्या सच में भारत उस राह पर है? क्या सच में भारत की युवा इस टाइम पे ये सोच रही है, इतने बड़े सपने ले रही है कि 2030 तक भारत को सुपर पावर बनाने में वो कंट्रीब्यूट कर सके? दोस्तों, आपको पता है 90% से ज़्यादा इंडियंस जो हैं वो 12,000 से भी कम की सैलरी अर्न कर रहे हैं। कभी-कभी सोच के नामुमकिन सा लगता होगा, है ना? और शायद इसी बात का हमारे आसपास के भाई बंधु मजाक भी बनाते होंगे। पर एक बहुत अच्छी कहावत है, इंग्लिश में एक बहुत अच्छी कहावत है कि फॉर एवरी stone thrown at you, it's your duty to transform it into a milestone. किसी भी देश को महान बनाते हैं उसके लोग, और उन लोगों को महान बनाती हैं दो चीज़ें। पहली, वो जज्बा, वो जुनून, वो जोश अपने देश को आगे ले जाने का, और दूसरी, ज्ञान, स्किल्स और नॉलेज की ताकत। हम सभी जोश टॉक्स के परिवार के मेंबर्स हैं और रेगुलरली अपने ही जैसे रोल मॉडल्स, भारत के असली हीरो हीरोइंस की कहानियाँ जोश टॉक्स के यूट्यूब चैनल पे सुन के खुद को जोश से भर रहे हैं। पर अब सिर्फ जोश से काम नहीं चलेगा। अब हम सबको मिलके वो पहला कदम लेना होगा। वो पहला कदम लेना होगा भारत को सुपर पावर बनाने के लिए, जिसके लिए हमें सही नॉलेज और स्किल्स देने के लिए आया है जोश स्किल्स ऐप। हमारे जोश कम्युनिटी के मेंबर्स द्वारा ही बनाए गए जोश स्किल्स ऐप पर अपनी सालों की कहानियाँ, एक्सपीरियंस और एक्सपर्टीज़ के थ्रू हमें वो स्किल्स सिखाए हैं जिससे हम 2030 तक मिलके भारत को महान देश बना सकते हैं। आज ही पिंड कमेंट में दिए हुए लिंक पे जाएं, जोश स्किल्स ऐप को डाउनलोड करें और ले वो पहला कदम खुद को और देश को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए।